Well, here we are, buyers. We're on a property called Equinox at Bondula, which is around about 17 kilometres from Yeppoon and around about 28 kilometres from Rockhampton. The property consists of 780 acres of very highly developed pastures and runs around about 150 breeders with calves off at weaner stage. The property pastures are mainly rose grass and pangola, with quite a mix of other grasses as well. A very high assortment of legumes also planted throughout the property to assist with the nitrogenous feeding of the country. The country consists of all good creek flats as well as low undulating country, good warm country for breeders. And basically across all the paddocks run into a very good laneway system running back to a central yards back near the homestead on the property. At the moment we're in Curraman Creek, which runs through the sort of about the centre of the property. As you can see here, there's good pockets of country running back up off the creek, which are very highly fertile country and very well pastured, carrying good bodies of feed. Cattle really would hoe into this sort of country here and do very well. This creek runs all year round, spring fed and good water. The property is extremely well watered. The pockets of flats intercepting the higher country back off the creeks are quite unique and are full of large bodies of feed. And as you can see with the timber growing here, the balar and so forth, there's good depth of soil in all of these areas, so it's a very fertile area. What we're looking at here is pretty much typical of the types of pockets of country, good little creek flats running back up onto a very nice fertile ridge, all very well pastured with either rose grass or back on some of the creek flats pangola. Very typical of what you'll see around the property. Equinox is primarily run as a red Brahman stud, and these are some of the cattle that have been bred here on the property. As you can see, the cattle speak well of the country, even though we are in a good season, but at the same time this place will perform very well, especially with breeders and growing a good young weaner calf and or bull, as it does for the breeders here. The vendor commented that young bulls grow exceptionally well in this country. He even put the slant on it that probably grow as well as they do on any scrub country. So that speaks very well for the country. But if you see the pockets of good country coming back off the creeks, you'll understand why this country would grow a good strong bone bull. If you take a look in the background over there, it's that's Mount Wheeler. So as you can see, we're on the eastern side of Mount Wheeler, back in towards the coast. A very unique piece of country here, back in from Yeppoon. Equinox is very securely fenced on the boundary, as well as there's 23 paddocks throughout the property, ranging from major paddocks back to good holding paddocks, and all in good condition, a majority of which are all 4-strand barbed wire fences. What we're doing here, buyers, is just looking from a higher point on Equinox, looking back over the general part of the country. It's not all of the block. There is more country back in behind me of the property, but it just gives you an idea of the creeks and the gullies and the creek flats and the ridges that run back up from the creek flats, and most importantly the quantity of feed and the quality of feed that is here on the property. As I mentioned before, there's a very substantial laneway system running throughout the paddocks on the property, which run back to this set of yards here in a central position on the property just down from the homestead. The vet crush and working section is covered, as you can see there, and basically it's a good set of yards and large enough to handle the cattle numbers that are on this property. Just to my left there, there's a little shed to keep all the equipment in and things necessary for the yard. As you can see, a very good steel frame shed here just down from the homestead, 20 metres by 30 metres. I'll just give you a quick look inside in a moment. Very good hard stand area around the shed for to work on equipment. Everything is in a very tidy state and very well presented on the property. The shed is fully concreted and power connected. As you can see, very good high quality lights for power in the shed. A very good workable shed on the property. A very nice yard here around a very comfortable 4-bedroom bungalow. Very nice and comfortable homestead. Very good open plan living in the home, and good kitchen. The house is about to be painted, so it'll have a very good, clean and tidy look in the near future. A very nice modern kitchen here in the home, which opens back out onto a barbecue area, a very pleasant area outside for entertaining. Of course, being close to the kitchen, very good. I'll show you that in a moment. And then opens back into a very sizable pantry. Out at the back of the house is a great yard for the kids and for the pets, but also too leading back in, as I said before, or leading out from the kitchen, you've got this great concrete area here for entertaining, and no doubt that's just what it's used for and what it is good for. And that door there just leads back into the kitchen. So there you have it, buyers. As you can see quite plainly, a very nice and pleasant place to live. A really top piece of country close to the township of Yeppoon and all the recreation facilities there at Yeppoon, and also back up for Rockhampton for all the things that can be done in Rockhampton, as well as schools and university. So if you're looking for a property, a good stud block, a good bull depot, something of the sort, give us a call. I would love to show you this property, and I'm sure that you will be impressed.